2 Maccabees chapter 11. Very soon after this, Lysias, the king's guardian and kinsman, who was in charge of the government, being vexed at what had happened, gathered about 80,000 infantry and all his cavalry, and came against the Jews. He intended to make the city a home for Greeks, and to levy tribute on the temple, as he did on the sacred places of the other nations, and to put up the high priesthood for sale every year. He took no account whatever of the power of God, but was elated with his 10,000s of infantry, and his thousands of cavalry, and his 80 elephants. Invading Judea, he approached Beth-zur, which was a fortified place about 5 shoinoi from Jerusalem, and pressed it hard. When Maccabeus and his men got word that Lysias was besieging the strongholds, they and all the people, with lamentations and tears, prayed the Lord to send a good angel to save Israel. Maccabeus himself was the first to take up arms, and he urged the others to risk their lives with him to aid their kindred. Then they eagerly rushed off together, and there, while they were still near Jerusalem, a horseman appeared at their head, clothed in white and brandishing weapons of gold. And together they all praised the merciful God, and were strengthened in heart, ready to assail not only humans, but the wildest animals or walls of iron. They advanced in battle order, having their heavenly ally, for the Lord had mercy on them. They hurled themselves like lions against the enemy, and laid low 11,000 of them, and 1,600 cavalry, and forced all the rest to flee. Most of them got away wounded and stripped, and Lysias himself escaped by disgraceful flight. As he was not without intelligence, he pondered over the defeat that had befallen him, and realized that the Hebrews were invincible, because the mighty God fought on their side. So he sent to them and persuaded them to settle everything on just terms, promising that he would persuade the king, constraining him to be their friend. Maccabeus, having regard for the common good, agreed to all that Lysias urged. For the king granted every request in behalf of the Jews that Maccabeus delivered to Lysias in writing. The letter written to the Jews by Lysias was to this effect: Lysias to the people of the Jews, greetings. John and Absalom, who were sent by you, have delivered your signed communication, and have asked about the matters indicated in it. I have informed the king of everything that needed to be brought before him, and I have agreed to what was possible. If you will maintain your goodwill toward the government, I will endeavor in the future to help promote your welfare. And concerning such matters and their details, I have ordered these men and my representatives to confer with you. Farewell. The 148th year. Dioscorinthius, 24th. The king's letter ran thus: King Antiochus, to his brother Lysias, greetings. Now that our father has gone on to the gods, we desire that the subjects of the kingdom be undisturbed in caring for their own affairs. We have heard that the Jews do not consent to our father's change to Greek customs, but prefer their own way of living and ask that their own customs be allowed them. Accordingly, since we choose that this nation also should be free from disturbance, our decision is that their temple be restored to them, and that they shall live according to the customs of their ancestors. You will do well, therefore, to send word to them and give them pledges of friendship, so that they may know our policy and be of good cheer, and go on happily in the conduct of their own affairs. To the nation, the king's letter was as follows. King Antiochus, to the council of the Jews and to the other Jews, greetings. If you are well, it is as we desire. We also are in good health. Menelaus has informed us that you wish to return home and look after your own affairs. Therefore, those who go home by the 30th of Xanthicus will have our pledge of friendship and full permission for the Jews to enjoy their own customs and laws, just as formerly, and none of them shall be molested in any way for what may have been done in ignorance. And I have also sent Menelaus to encourage you. Farewell, the 148th year, Xanthicus 15th. The Romans also sent them a letter which read thus. Quintus Memmius and Titus Mannius, envoys of the Romans, to the people of the Jews, greetings. With regard to what Lysias, the kinsman of the king, has granted you, we also give consent. But as to the matters that he decided are to be referred to the king, as soon as you have considered them, send someone promptly, so that we may make proposals appropriate for you, for we are on our way to Antioch. Therefore make haste and send messengers, so that we may have your judgment. Farewell, the 148th year, Xanthicus 15th.